In the start of this part, we see Yu-Ilshin in dragon form. All S-rank hunters are there to defeat him. He thinks, damn it, how do you undo this transformation? I have no choice. In a situation like this, running away is the best option. I'm sure they won't listen to me when I look like this anyway. He suddenly realizes that he is flying and thinks, I can fly. He is very happy. A flight ability. That's amazing. Dragons are the best. Suddenly something happens to him and thinks, what is this? My head feels like it's going to burst. System says, warning. You do not have enough divine power to maintain dragon awakening any longer. He thinks, did I do too much? The strength is leaving me. He turns back to his original form and starts falling down. He grabs some scales of the dragon. After some time, someone says to him, babe, wake up. We see the flowers that bloom at night. There is a girl standing there. Yu-Ilshin asks her, who are you? She replies, you don't recognize my voice? I'm a little upset. I'm the goddess of nightmares. I dominate over all evil. You know me as Soundless Nightmare. Yu-Ilshin thinks, that perverted freak is this woman. Then am I inside a dream? Soundless Nightmare says to him, you're even more handsome up close, babe. Yu-Ilshin thinks, why does she keep calling me babe? I'm scared. She says, listen closely. There isn't much time, so I'll get straight to the point. Suddenly we see a big thing, even bigger than Earth. That thing says, I'm hungry, and is about to eat the whole Earth. Yu-Ilshin is trying to stop that thing. He says, get away from Earth right now, you damned god of destruction. Yu-Ilshin asks a Soundless Nightmare, what was that? She replies, what you just saw was the future. I used my karma to show you. You'll be able to do that once you've surpassed the advanced god realm. He says, surpass it? I haven't even gotten the advanced god quest yet. She says, the fastest way to raise your divine level is to eat a god. You win against one during a festival of the gods, and then you devour the god you defeated. Then you can surpass the advanced god realm and become a great evil god. It takes too long with the good god's method, doesn't it? And a small god is going to challenge you to a festival of the gods soon. They'll borrow the power of both strong and deceitful beast, as well as the dominator of the abyss. You won't be able to turn down the challenge either, because he's a lower level than you. Yu-Ilshin asks her, who is he? She tells him, Antria's emperor. So make sure you don't die. Yu-Ilshin wakes up. He says, that could have been bad. She just does whatever she wants all the time. Mina is there. She asks him, what could have been bad? Miri is also there. She says, do you know how worried I was? Yu-Ilshin asks her, why would you be worried? Mina says, you should have been waited for reinforcements if you came across an SS-class monster. I was worried. He asks her, what do you mean? One person comes there and says, you've only just become an SS-class hunter and you've already done a great job. We didn't see the dragon anywhere when we found you, but we found that you were holding these scales. He thinks that was from when I grabbed myself during my fall. Do these people think that I killed the dragon? Miri asks him, how did you manage to bring down a dragon like that? The association in the media is going crazy right now. They're saying you saved the world. Yu-Ilshin thinks, I somehow became a fraud overnight. The association member says, your world's here. The association will be rewarding you soon, so you can look forward to that. He says, thank you. After some time, Yu-Ilshin thinks, finally some quiet. I'm excited for the reward. Anyway, so I need to become at least an advanced class god in order to stop the god of destruction? Whether it's as an evil god or as a good god, I need to do all I can to become an advanced god as soon as possible. System says, advanced class good god and evil promotion quests have been activated. You see the condition and shockingly thinks, is this correct? After that we see Antria Empire. Antria's emperor says to Yu-Ilshin, I sacrificed all that I had to earn this power, but he took it so easily. It's power unbefitting a child like him. I will chew him up so that his power can be mine. Yu-Ilshin thinks, finally, the advanced god promotion quest is here. But this is too difficult. Advanced class good god quest. Regular followers, 1 trillion. Or S-class follower, 10,000. Advanced class evil god quest. Regular sacrifices, 1 trillion. Or S-class sacrifices, 10,000. Yu-Ilshin remember what Soundless Nightmare says and thinks, if I utilize the festival of the gods like Nightmare said, being promoted to an advanced class evil god won't take much time. The problem is the good god promotion. That's way too many followers. But if I want to stop the god of destruction, I've got to do all that I can. I'll start with defeating the emperor like Nightmare told me to. She said that he was originally a lower class than me, but that he's going to borrow some other guy's powers. which means I also need to level up. First, I'll go find the god of balance's scales that Kangwoo told me about. Maybe I should eat before I do that. I was told that the food here is great. I'm excited. He sees Bongsik. He is talking to girl. He says to her, "Hey, do you really not know who I am? I'm Steven, the S-Class hunter." She says, "I still don't know who you are. I need to go visit someone important to me." So, Yuilshin thinks, I was worried he might have been badly hurt, but he must be fine since he's hitting some innocent woman. Steven says to her, "It's okay. You can get to know me. Just give me your number." Yuilshin shouts from behind, "Bongsik." Steven gets angry and says, "What piece of shit dares to call me by my real name?" Yuilshin says, "Piece of shit? Do you want to die?" Bongsik asks him, "Why are you here?" Bongsik thinks, "I heard that he killed that dragon on his own. I wasn't even a match for the dragon. To think that. He was staying in the same hospital as me." Yuilshin asks him, "Are you really hitting on women even while in the hospital?" He replies, "I'm not. She just looked like someone I know." The girl says to Yuilshin, "Teacher, he keeps bothering me." He says, "Teacher? Are you an academy student?" "No, wait." He gets angry and says to Bongsik, "You bastard. You're hitting on one of my students again?" Bongsik runs away from there. Yuilshin asks her, "How do you know me, by the way?" She says, "Did you forget who I am?" Yuilshin says, "You don't look like a student from my class." She says, "Teacher, I'm Hyujo." Yuilshin is shocked and says, "You're Hyujo." She receives a new body, thanks to bountiful abundance. That's why she is looking like this. Yuilshin asks her, "You really are Hyujo?" She tells him that she came here to see him. We see Bongsik and he's very angry. He says, "Yuilshin embarrassed me once again. I won't forgive him." He sees Yuilshin and Hyujo walking on the ground and thinks, he stole that girl from me. Yuilshin asks her, "So you're going to go into farming once you graduate?" She replies, "Yes, after reviving, I've been having so much fun farming." He thinks, is it because of bountiful abundance's blessing? Well, she is blessed by abundant harvest. And by the way, that you for saving my mother and I will forever be indebted to you. System says, Hyujo is now a follower of the Earth Department. She possessed transcendence potential thanks to the blessing of the bountiful abundance. Hyujo's blessing of bountiful harvest skill will be shared. She leaves the place. Yuilshin thinks, knew it was thanks to bountiful abundance. I feel a bit off, but well, I guess it's a good thing. Bongsik is standing behind him plotting to attack. He thinks, he may be stronger than me, but he shouldn't be able to block my attack when he's in such a vulnerable state. Yuilshin thinks, I did get one more S-Class follower thanks to Hyujo, but I've got such a long way to go. I wish it would rain S-Class followers. Bongsik launches his attack saying, Die, Yuilshin. This is your punishment for ruining my love. A big explosion happens. When smoke clears, we see that nothing happened to Yuilshin. He says, what the heck? An S-Class did rain from the sky. Bongsik gets scared and thinks, how is he alive after taking my attack head on? This bastard's not human. This is the same feeling I feel when I faced with a dragon. Yuilshin says to him, Bongsik, there is only one way you can live. Say that you believe in me. Then I'll forgive you for everything you've done. Bongsik asks him, what do you mean? Yuilshin says, if you don't want to, then I'll have to punish you for all that you've done, right? Bongsik says, I believe in you. I believe in you, Yuilshin. System says, Bongsik is now Yuilshin's follower. Skill, Dominator of Space has been shared. S-Class followers, 767 out of 10,000. Yuilshin says, that's right. Stop trying to fight me from now on. The next day at Mount Cheery, Yuilshin is there, he thinks. The teleportation skill is so convenient. I can travel so far in just one breath. This must be where dungeon with the God of Balance's scale is. All right, then let's. Suddenly many warning messages appear. System says, the wedding between Ilho and the child whose veins used to flow with the blood of the God of Destruction is starting. This is the end of the video. Subscribe for the next part.